If you're talking classic coming-of-age sitcoms, you've got to mention The Wonder Years, which ran on ABC from 1988 to 1993. In this video, you will see how have the actors of The Wonder Years changed. You will know their real names and age. I will show you how they looked then, in 1988, and what's with them now, in 2025. Okay, let's go. Josh Saviano as Paul Pfeiffer. Born March 31, 1976. Saviano dabbled in acting before The Wonder Years, but his signature role remains that of Paul, Kevin's sweet best friend. Contrary to the rumors, Kevin's neighbor and resolute best friend did not grow up to be Marilyn Manson. Instead, he traded his glasses for a suit and tie. Josh Saviano attended the Benjamin N. Cardozo School of Law and is currently a working attorney. In 2015, the then 39-year-old launched a law firm in celebrity brand consultancy. But, don't worry, Saviano didn't turn his back on acting entirely. He returned to TV in 2014, where he used his real-life skills to play a lawyer on Law & Order, Special Victims Unit, reprising the role in 2015 and 2016. Today he is 49. Jason Hervey as Wayne Arnold. Born April 6, 1972. Hervey spent years taunting Kevin Arnold as his older brother Wayne, but then he took a step back from the spotlight. After The Wonder Years, the former child star lent his voice to several animated characters. He and Savage even played brothers again in the animated series Justice League Unlimited. Other than voice acting, Hervey has mostly spent time behind the camera, producing sports specials for World Championship Wrestling and TV shows like See Dad Run, Hardcore Pawn, Chicago, and Outlaw Country. Hervey was also a contributor on VH1's I Love the 80s and I Love the 80s Strikes Back. He returned to acting with the 2021 Hallmark TV movie You, Me and the Christmas Trees. He is currently married and has 2 children. Today he is 53. Dan Lauria as Jack Arnold. Born April 12, 1947. Dan Lauria, a former gym teacher at the New York high school he graduated from, is a Vietnam War Marine veteran, and it was his idea to make Jack a military vet. There was a little bit of everyone's dad in Dan Lauria's often curmudgeonly patriarch. The actor went on to bring this signature gruffness to other roles, most notably the part of Green Bay Packers coach Vince Lombardi in the Broadway play Lombardi back in 2011. Post-Wonder Years, his career has featured several roles in which his characters are military men, including the 1996 blockbuster Independence Day. Lauria has also appeared on a number of television shows since The Wonder Years, including How I Met Your Mother, Grey's Anatomy, The Mentalist, and This Is Us. You might have seen him as Jack Sullivan in the TBS comedy Sullivan and Son, which ran from 2012 to 2014. Today he is 78. Ali Mills as Norma Arnold. Born May 9, 1951. The role of Kevin's mom, Norma, looms large on Mills' resume, but there are plenty of significant stops along the way, especially on the television front. She had a recurring role on Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman as McKellar's sister, and has maintained a long history on The Bold and the Beautiful as Pam Douglas. She recently replaced Robin Mattson as Heather Weber on General Hospital, and won her first Emmy for the role. She sadly lost her husband, Orson Bean, to a tragic accident in 2020. Mills was a regular on The Bold and the Beautiful from 2006 to 2022, playing sister to the family matriarch, Pamela Douglas, before taking on the role of Heather Weber on General Hospital. Today she is 74. Olivia DeBeau as Karen Arnold. Born the 22nd of January 1969. Karen was Kevin's older sister, a rebellious hippie whose opinions and dreams often clashed with those of her father. The all-American Karen was portrayed by British actress DeBeau, who has a lengthy TV resume that has included voice work and guest and recurring roles on Party of Five, Alias, Psych, Jane the Virgin, and Law & Order, Criminal Intent, where she played a serial killer. This The Wonder Years cast member is also a singer and songwriter. Her father, Mike DeBeau, was a member of the 1960s British rock band Manfred Mann. She has worked with Bon Jovi, Seal, and Julian Lennon, who she was engaged to in 1990. And she released a debut album in 2008, titled, Not TV. Today she is 56. Daniel Stern as the narrator. Born August 28, 1957. Using a narrator in the series is one of the inspirations Wonder Years creators Marlins and Black took from A Christmas Story. and Stern's soothing voice as adult Kevin was practically its own character. It's hard to believe Home Alone's Wet Bandit was the subdued future voice of Kevin Arnold. In 1999, he and his wife founded the Malibu Foundation for Youth and Families. Stern has also developed and taught media literacy in classrooms and visited the troops in Iraq on a handshake tour with the USO. All these thoughtful deeds earned Stern the Call to Service Award, the highest honor for volunteerism, from President Barack Obama in 2009. Good deeds aren't the only things Stern has been doing. He's continued to produce and act in movies, starring in the 2019 film Game Over, Man alongside the Workaholics gang Adam Devine, Anders Holm, and Blake Anderson. Stern also kept up with voice acting on plenty of TV shows like Hey Arnold, Family Guy, and Dilbert, with live-action roles on Manhattan, Shrill, and For All Mankind. Today he is 68. Giovanni Ribisi as Jeff Billings. Born December 17, 1974. You may recognize Giovanni Ribisi as the creepy guy from almost any Seth MacFarlane movie, Ted, A Million Ways to Die in the West, or as Phoebe Buffay's younger half-brother on Friends. But, before all that, he played Kevin Arnold's good friend in his teenage years. Along with his previously mentioned roles, the actor also appeared in Lost in Translation, 2003, Public Enemies, 2009, Avatar, 2009, Selma, 2014, and Avatar, The Way of Water, 2022. Prominent TV credits include My Name is Earl, Dads, Sneaky Pete, and The Offer. He married model Agnes Dine in June 2012. They filed for divorce in early 2015. Today he is 50. Ben Stein as Mr. Cantwell. Born November 25, 1944. Aside from constantly fighting the good fight against dry eyes, Kevin's former science teacher, Mr. Cantwell, is a real-life lawyer and media personality. Ben Stein has focused his career on politics and the economy. He regularly appeared on CNBC's The Cuddlip Report and writes commentaries often controversial on everything from terrorism to taxes for publications like The Wall Street Journal and The New York Times. Of course, Stein is famous for his dry delivery, which he has kept alive in pop culture through roles like Head Pixie on the animated show The Fairly OddParents and as host of his own show on Comedy Central. Win Ben Stein's money. Today he is 81. Robert Picardo as Coach Cuddlip. Born October 27, 1953. Coach Cuddlip was Kevin's gym teacher, the one he and his friends disliked because he made them climb ropes, run laps, and do sit-ups. But in one memorable episode, thoughtful Kevin saw the very human side of Cuddlip when he learned his teacher was moonlighting as a mall Santa. Partly because it gave him the chance to interact with kids who saw him as a kind figure. Comic-Con connoisseurs probably know Robert Picardo as an emergency medical hologram from the TV series Star Trek, Voyager, a role he played from 1995 to 2001. The actor also appeared on the series Stargate, Atlantis. Back on Earth, he's appeared in episodes of tons of popular shows like Ally McBeal, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, The Mentalist, Grey's Anatomy, and Dickinson. Picardo's talents extend beyond the screen. 2. He is a talented singer, and he currently serves as a member of the board of directors of the Planetary Society. Today he is 72. David Schwimmer as Michael. Born November 2, 1966. Schwimmer joined the Wonder Years cast as Michael, the boyfriend Karen cohabitated with in college, leading to a major falling out with her dad. Eventually the two got married, had a baby, and moved to Alaska, where Michael proved to Jack he was capable of getting a good job and working to take care of his family. Today he is 59. Danica McKellar as Winnie Cooper. Born January 3, 1975. McKellar played Kevin's love interest, the charming Winnie Cooper. After Wonder Years, she attended UCLA to study math, which she excelled at. McKellar published academic papers on advanced mathematics and penned multiple cool math books for kids. She didn't give up acting for the academic life. However, she also appeared on The West Wing and has had various voice roles on cartoons. She was a Dancing with the Stars fave and is a perennial performer in holiday movies on the Hallmark Channel and Great American Family Network. She is currently married to attorney Scott Sveslowski and has one child from a previous marriage. Today she is 50. Fred Savage as Kevin Arnold. Born July 9, 1976. He had already won a Young Artist Award for his memorable performance as the adorable grandson in The Princess Bride when Chicago native Savage was cast as 12-year-old Kevin. For his work as the suburban American Everyboy in the series' brief first season. This member of the Wonder Years cast became the youngest actor ever to earn an Emmy nomination as Outstanding Lead Actor in a Comedy Series. Following the Wonder Years, Savage guest starred on a number of TV shows and in many movies, including Boy Meets World, and Austin Powers in Goldmember, 2002. He also lent his voice to several animated shows, even voicing himself on Family Guy. Savage went behind the camera to produce and direct episodes of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and Party Down. In 2015, he also appeared in the short-lived Fox show The Grinder, alongside Rob Lowe. While he didn't wed Winnie Cooper, Savage did marry his childhood friend, Jennifer Lynn Stone. The couple has 3 children together. In 2021, Savage served as the executive producer and director of the Wonder Years reboot, but he was terminated from the show completely in May 2022 for verbal outbursts and inappropriate behavior. Unfortunately, these aren't the first allegations brought up against Savage. He apparently faced misconduct accusations from crew members on the Wonder Years and The Grinder. Today he is 49,